Hello folks, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom, and today I have a breaking news story. We have some pictures, some brand new pictures from Project Veritas, Axios.com. It comes courtesy of GoldenStateTimes.com, and we have some stuff to show you folks. So new pictures have come out of how the minors and children that are unaccompanied and they're catched by Border Patrol are being treated in facilities run by the Biden administration. You heard it right, folks. We're going to be starting off here with Axios.com. They have come out with a scoop that says, inside the crowded Border Patrol tent in Donna, Texas. So this is in Texas. As you guys can see by the picture here, this is one of many pictures that have been coming out from Axios and from Project Veritas. It says, exclusive photos from inside U.S. Custom and Border Protection temporary overflow facility in Donna, Texas, reveal the crowded makeshift conditions at the border as government long-term child shelters is what they're calling them. See, if it was under the Trump administration, it would have been CAGES. But since it's under the Biden administration, it's shelters. It says makeshift conditions at the border as the government's long-term child shelters and family detention centers fill up. So last week, probably at the middle of last week, we reported that these tent facilities are 700% over capacity. There are some, what they're calling pods. They house up to 250 or maybe 260 people, and they are at 700 minors in one pod. The pods that you guys can see here on your screen. Now, they do have more pictures. This is not the only ones. Here are some more pictures that we can show you here. So this, again, is courtesy of Axios. Axios were the ones that got these pictures. There's other ones that are have been released by Project Veritas that we're also going to show you. As you guys can see, these are some of the children and minors that are at these facilities that are over capacity. There are over capacity. Look at this. This is horrific stuff. Now, these are the cages that were built by Obama. As you guys can see, they're sleeping on the floor. And all they are given are these foil style blankets to try to keep them warm, even though they sleep on a very cold floor in Texas. So these are the pictures from Axios.com that they have released. But like I said, Project Veritas also released their own pictures that they got from insiders from these facilities. So here is one, and here's another one. As you guys can see, these are what they call pods. These right here, this is what they call pods. Some of these pods are over capacity. Now, we also reported, I believe it was last week, it's on our website, GoldenStateTimes.com, where a lawyer for these teens and children went in and started asking these children questions. Their number one answer was, I do not get to take a bath. I've only taken a shower once since I got here, and some of them have been there for months. And that they sleep on the floor, that they're very, very cold, and that no one takes care of them. They're just left there to pretty much sleep all day. But they can't sleep. Why? Because they're on the floor and it's freezing. It's freezing cold in there, and all they are given are those foil blankets. Here's some more pictures from Project Veritas. They got these pictures from insiders within these facilities. So this is what Project Veritas has released. Now, the Biden administration still will not acknowledge, one, that there's a problem, two, that these are cages built by Obama. And 3, that there is a crisis. He won't acknowledge any of those things. Just today, they were asked again. Let me show you guys that video right now where they are asked one more time, is it a crisis? And this is what they had to say.
Go ahead. Now that the public is seeing some of the images, because the congressional delegation provided some photos and descriptions about what they witnessed, children who are frightened and crying, overcrowded conditions, now that the public has seen that, is that not a crisis? And what conditions or situation, what metrics would have to be in place for the administration to call it that?
Well, children presenting at our border who are fleeing violence, who are fleeing prosecution, who are fleeing terrible situations is not a crisis. We feel that it is our responsibility to humanely approach this circumstance and make sure they are treated and put in conditions that are safe. I will say that these photos show what we've long been saying, which is that these Border Patrol facilities are not places made for children. They are not places that we want children to be staying for an extended period of time. Our alternative is to send children back on this treacherous journey. That is not, in our view, the right choice to make. And so our focus now is on solutions and putting in place policies, including expediting processing at the border, opening up additional facilities, something that you've seen developments on over the past several days, and there'll be certainly more on. Restarting our Central American Minors Program, which was stopped in 2017. Thousands of kids should be eligible to apply for that, so they're not making this journey. So our focus is on solutions and implementing them as quickly as possible.
The president said he is open to going to the border at some point. Do you have any sense if during this current situation he would consider it valuable to go there, see for himself the conditions, talk to people on the ground? Is that something we should expect?
I don't have any trips to preview for you. I can tell you that the president is briefed regularly on the situation at the border and every step that he is pushing his team to take, that his team is taking to put in place actions, to put in place solutions that will expedite processing, get kids into shelters more quickly. And he is regularly briefed, but I don't have anything to preview for you on a trip.
He also said one of the changes that could take place is allowing a process where those seeking asylum can do it from their home countries. But there are a lot of advocates who say that just extends the period of exposure to poverty, violence, all of those conditions, and don't support that. So how is the president going to deal with that factor? And clearly the border is not closed given the flow. So that seems like a message that is not in tune with what people are actually seeing based on we're now up to 15,000, 16,000 kids in U.S. custody and so forth.
Well, factually, the vast majority of people who come to the border are turned away. Adults, families, single people who are coming to the border are turned away. So that is a message we will continue to convey through a number of the means I have outlined for you, and the president has also conveyed that directly, as has our Secretary of Homeland Security, and as was noted earlier, there's obviously a trip to the region as well. What was your first question?
Well, is the president frustrated his message isn't getting through?
I don't think the president sees it that way. The president, the Secretary of Homeland Security have all conveyed that there are a number of factors at play here, including the fact that a number of the people who are making this treacherous journey are fleeing circumstances that are difficult on the economic front, to hurricanes, gang violence. There are smugglers who are making their own pushes about how this is the time to come. So we understand we're working against a lot of push factors that are pushing people to come to the region, come to the border. But what we are conveying from our end is that the border is not open. The majority of people are turned away. And we are, as we're talking about children here, and with children, our focus is on expediting the processing at the border and ensuring they can get to shelters as quickly as possible.
All right, folks. So that is what Jen Psaki, which is the press secretary of the Biden administration, is saying. Now, here are the facts. They are saying the border isn't open, right? But at the same time, they're saying give stimulus checks to illegal aliens. They are also saying we're going to give a path to citizenship for anybody on TPS, which is the Temporary Protection Service, or the service that they have for temporary protection. Right now, Venezuela is the one that is one of the biggest, people that are benefiting from that program. So they're saying we're going to give a path to citizenship to millions of people on DACA, people on TPS, and other smaller programs that they have for illegal aliens seeking shelter. And they're saying, oh, well, you know what? We are going to allow some families to come through. If a child comes by itself, we're not going to block it. We're going to allow it to come in. This is what these coyotes and smugglers and stuff are using as propaganda that is being pushed by the Biden administration. Those are the facts. There is no opinion here. If someone says that what I'm talking about is not true, then let me know. Show it to me that I am lying. Because what I'm stating is facts, not opinion. There is no opinion here at Golden State Times. This is for you, YouTube. There's absolutely no opinion on this channel. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. We do want to know what you guys think. Your comments, your suggestions, your opinions. Let us know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this? Is the Biden administration pretty much promoting illegals to come into the country? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining us here at Golden State Times. If you guys enjoyed our coverage, make sure you smack a like on it, and also make sure you share this video on social media. And if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and you click that notification bell. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us here at Golden State Times and for visiting the newsroom. And we hope to see you guys here next time. Peace.